Switzerland, beautiful places. 7 alpine wonders that inspire awe. Welcome to Switzerland, a nation where nature and human ingenuity have collaborated for centuries to create some of Earth's most breathtaking destinations. This isn't just about scenic beauty. This is about landscapes that have inspired artists, challenged engineers, and preserved traditions while setting global standards for environmental stewardship and sustainable tourism. From the Matterhorn's iconic pyramid piercing the sky to the Alpes glacier flowing through valleys like a frozen river. From crystal clear alpine lakes that seem to glow from within to mountain railways that connect remote valleys with the outside world. Switzerland represents nature at its most spectacular, while demonstrating how human communities can thrive in harmony with pristine environments. Picture this: lakes so clear you can see 40 meters to the bottom, peaks that change color with the light throughout the day, glaciers that have been flowing for thousands of years, yet remain accessible through ingenious engineering, and valleys where traditional Swiss culture continues unchanged by centuries of global transformation. But here's what makes Switzerland truly extraordinary. This alpine paradise achieves perfect balance between preservation and accessibility. While protecting some of Europe's most pristine ecosystems, Switzerland has created transportation networks, sustainable tourism infrastructure, and cultural experiences that allow visitors to witness natural masterpieces without compromising their integrity. Today, we're exploring 7 natural wonders that showcase why Switzerland remains the world's premier alpine destination, where every vista tells a story of geological forces, cultural heritage, and environmental stewardship that has created landscapes worthy of the greatest art galleries. Before we embark on this journey through alpine perfection, we want to hear about your connection to mountain landscapes. Have you ever stood before natural beauty so overwhelming it left you speechless? Share your most inspiring mountain experience in the comments below. And if you're ready to discover why Switzerland continues to set the standard for alpine beauty and sustainable mountain tourism, subscribe to Travel Earth Adventures and hit that notification bell. These landscapes will show you why nature's masterpieces inspire protection, respect, and lifelong memories. The Matterhorn, Alpine icon perfected. Rising 4,478 meters above sea level in a nearly perfect pyramid, the Matterhorn represents alpine architecture at its most dramatic. A mountain so iconic, its silhouette appears on everything from chocolate bars to currency, while maintaining mystique that has challenged climbers and inspired artists for over 150 years. The mountain's 4 faces align with the cardinal directions, creating geometric precision that seems deliberately designed rather than naturally formed. Each face tells a different geological story, with distinct rock formations that reveal how tectonic forces lifted ancient seafloor sediments to create one of Earth's most recognizable peaks. Zermatt, nestled at the Matterhorn's base, preserves traditional alpine culture while embracing sustainable tourism practices that have made it a model for mountain communities worldwide. The village's car-free environment, traditional wooden chalets, and commitment to renewable energy demonstrate how tourism can support rather than compromise pristine mountain environments. The mountain's climbing history includes triumph and tragedy that reflect humanity's relationship with extreme alpine environments. First summited in 1865, the Matterhorn continues to challenge mountaineers while serving as a symbol of human ambition balanced against natural forces that demand respect and preparation. Viewing perspectives from the Gornergrat Railway and cable car systems provide access to Matterhorn vistas that would otherwise require serious mountaineering skills. These engineering marvels allow visitors to experience the mountain's grandeur while minimizing environmental impact through efficient transportation that serves multiple viewpoints from single infrastructure investments. Seasonal transformations of the Matterhorn create completely different experiences throughout the year. From summer's green alpine meadows and wildflower displays to winter's snow-covered slopes that seem to glow in alpine light. Each season reveals different aspects of how this iconic peak interacts with weather patterns and ecosystems. The mountain's role in Swiss identity extends far beyond tourism to represent national values of precision, resilience, and harmony with nature that characterize Swiss culture. The Matterhorn appears in Swiss art, literature, and daily life as a symbol of natural perfection that inspires human achievement. Jungfraujoch, top of Europe. At 3,454 meters elevation, Jungfraujoch creates Europe's highest railway station while providing access to glacial landscapes and alpine environments that demonstrate how Swiss engineering makes extreme natural beauty accessible without compromising environmental integrity. The Jungfrau Railway, completed in 1912, represents engineering achievement that tunnels through solid rock for 7 kilometers to reach elevations where traditional transportation becomes impossible. The railway's construction required innovative techniques that allowed work to proceed in conditions where oxygen levels and weather extremes challenge human endurance. The Alpes Glacier, visible from Jungfraujoch, flows 23 kilometers through the Bernese Alps as the largest glacier in the Alps, while demonstrating how ice formations create and modify mountain landscapes over geological timescales. The glacier's movement and annual changes provide real-time examples of how climate affects alpine environments. Scientific research stations at Jungfraujoch contribute to understanding high-altitude atmospheric conditions, climate change effects, and alpine ecosystem responses to environmental changes. The facility's location allows research that's impossible at lower elevations while supporting international cooperation in climate science. Alpine hiking opportunities from Jungfraujoch include trails that traverse glacial landscapes and high-altitude environments where specialized plant and animal communities demonstrate adaptation to extreme conditions. These ecosystems exist nowhere else and provide insights into how life adapts to challenging mountain environments. Cultural experiences at Jungfraujoch include traditional alpine architecture and customs that have adapted to extreme elevation while maintaining connections to valley communities. The contrast between harsh natural conditions and human comfort demonstrates Swiss expertise in mountain engineering and hospitality. Lake Geneva, Alpine Elegance by water. Stretching 72 kilometers between Switzerland and France, Lake Geneva combines alpine grandeur with cultural sophistication, a crescent-shaped water body that creates microclimates supporting vineyards, while reflecting snow-capped peaks in water so clear they seem to contain liquid light. The lake's formation during the last ice age carved a basin deep enough to remain liquid year-round, while creating shorelines that support diverse ecosystems from wetlands to alpine meadows. These varied habitats demonstrate how large water bodies moderate mountain climates while supporting biodiversity. Geneva's international significance as home to United Nations offices and humanitarian organizations demonstrates how natural beauty attracts global institutions, while Swiss neutrality and alpine location provide ideal settings for international cooperation and diplomacy. Vineyards along Lake Geneva's shores benefit from reflected sunlight and moderated temperatures that create wine-growing conditions at latitudes where viticulture should be impossible. These terraced vineyards represent centuries of agricultural adaptation that creates both economic value and scenic beauty. The Jet d'eau fountain in Geneva creates a 140-meter water spout that has become iconic while serving practical purposes for lake water circulation and maintenance. This combination of function and spectacle characterizes Swiss approaches to infrastructure that serve multiple purposes efficiently. Traditional lake steamers continue operating on Lake Geneva using historic vessels that preserve maritime heritage while providing transportation that minimizes environmental impact compared to individual vehicles. These services demonstrate how traditional technology can serve modern sustainability goals. Water sports and recreational opportunities on Lake Geneva include sailing, swimming, and lake tourism that takes advantage of the lake's size and alpine setting while supporting local economies through sustainable recreation that respects water quality and shoreline ecosystems. RhineFalls, Europe's most powerful waterfall. Plunging 23 meters across a 150-meter wide cliff face, the RhineFalls create Europe's most powerful waterfall by volume. A natural spectacle where 250,000 liters of water per second demonstrate the raw energy contained in alpine river systems while supporting ecosystems that depend on constant mist and spray. The fall's formation began 15,000 years ago when Rhine River changes during the last ice age created conditions for water to carve through resistant rock layers. The ongoing erosion continues to modify the falls, while creating geological features that provide insights into how alpine rivers shape landscapes. Viewing platforms and boat tours provide multiple perspectives on the fall's power, while demonstrating Swiss engineering solutions that allow safe access to dangerous natural environments. These installations show how infrastructure can enhance natural experiences without competing with or damaging natural features. The surrounding landscape includes historic Schaffhausen with medieval architecture that has coexisted with the falls for centuries. This relationship between natural power and human settlement demonstrates how Swiss communities have learned to live with rather than against dramatic natural features. Hydroelectric power generation at the RhineFalls began in the 19th century and continues today using technology that harnesses water power while preserving the fall's natural character. This balance between energy production and environmental preservation exemplifies Swiss approaches to sustainable resource use. Seasonal variations affect the fall's volume and character dramatically, with spring snowmelt creating maximum flow while winter ice formations transform the waterfall into crystalline sculptures. These changes demonstrate how alpine hydrology connects mountain snowpack with river systems. Wildlife around the RhineFalls includes fish species that have adapted to the turbulent environment, while birds take advantage of insects and small animals displaced by the waterfall's constant motion. These ecosystems show how dramatic natural features support specialized biological communities. Zermatt, car-free alpine paradise. Nestled in a valley surrounded by 38 peaks over 4,000 meters elevation, Zermatt has maintained traditional alpine character while pioneering sustainable mountain tourism. A car-free village where electric vehicles and horse-drawn carriages preserve air quality, while traditional wooden chalets house world-class hospitality. The village's car-free policy, implemented to preserve air quality and peaceful mountain atmosphere, demonstrates how limiting transportation can enhance rather than restrict tourism experiences. Electric taxis and delivery vehicles meet practical needs while maintaining the quiet that allows visitors to hear alpine birds and flowing streams. Traditional Swiss architecture in Zermatt includes wooden chalets elevated on stone foundations to prevent rodent access while using construction techniques adapted to heavy snow loads and extreme temperature variations. These buildings demonstrate functional beauty that has evolved over centuries of mountain living. Mountain railway systems connecting Zermatt to high-altitude destinations represent engineering solutions that provide access to extreme environments while minimizing surface disturbance. Cable cars, cogwheel trains, and funiculars transport visitors efficiently while preserving landscape integrity. Alpine hiking from Zermatt includes trails suitable for all ability levels while accessing ecosystems that change dramatically with elevation. From valley wildflower meadows to high-altitude rocky environments, these trails demonstrate biological diversity within small geographic areas. Cultural preservation in Zermatt includes traditional festivals, architecture, and customs that maintain Alpine heritage while adapting to international tourism. The village shows how traditional communities can prosper through tourism that respects rather than replaces local culture. Mountaineering traditions from Zermatt include guide services and climbing instruction that maintain safety standards while providing access to some of the world's most challenging peaks. These services demonstrate how traditional knowledge adapts to serve modern adventure tourism. Interlaken, gateway to Alpine adventures, positioned between Lake Thun and Lake Brienz, with views of the Eiger, Munch, and Jungfrau peaks, Interlaken serves as Switzerland's adventure capital, a town where traditional Swiss hospitality meets outdoor recreation that takes advantage of diverse alpine environments within minutes of each other. The town's location between two lakes creates unique microclimates that support both water sports and mountain activities while providing dramatic scenery where lakes reflect mountain peaks in constantly changing light conditions. This geographic position makes Interlaken ideal for visitors wanting to experience multiple alpine environments efficiently. Adventure tourism from Interlaken includes paragliding that takes advantage of valley wind patterns and thermal currents to provide aerial perspectives on alpine landscapes. These activities demonstrate how understanding natural conditions allows safe recreation in environments that would otherwise be inaccessible. Traditional Swiss transportation includes vintage steamers on both lakes that preserve maritime heritage while providing access to lakeside communities and hiking trails. These services connect mountain and water environments while maintaining historic transportation methods. The Harder-Kulm Railway provides panoramic views of the Bernese Alps while demonstrating Swiss engineering that creates access to viewpoints that would require serious hiking to reach independently. The railway shows how infrastructure can serve recreation while preserving natural environments. Cultural attractions in Interlaken include traditional Swiss entertainment, handicrafts, and cuisine that preserve alpine culture while serving international visitors. These experiences show how tourism can support cultural preservation through economic incentives that value traditional knowledge and skills. Seasonal activities take advantage of Interlaken's diverse environments, from summer water sports and hiking to winter snow sports and ice festivals. The town's adaptability demonstrates how alpine communities can create year-round economies based on natural attractions. Swiss National Park, Pristine Alpine Wilderness. Established in 1914 as Switzerland's oldest national park, this 170 square kilometer preserve protects high alpine ecosystems while demonstrating how strict conservation can coexist with sustainable tourism and scientific research that benefits global understanding of mountain environments. The park's strict protection policies prohibit camping, fires, and off-trail hiking while allowing wildlife populations to recover and maintain natural behaviors. These policies demonstrate how limiting human access can preserve ecosystems while still providing educational and recreational opportunities. Alpine wildlife in the park includes ibex, red deer, and golden eagles that demonstrate how species recover when protected from hunting and habitat disturbance. Wildlife viewing opportunities show visitors how alpine ecosystems function when human interference is minimized. High-altitude plant communities in the park include endemic species that exist only in specific alpine conditions, while demonstrating adaptation to extreme temperature variations, short growing seasons, and intense UV radiation at high elevations. Geological features throughout the park reveal alpine formation processes through exposed rock faces, glacial valleys, and mineral formations that provide insights into how mountain building and erosion create current landscapes over millions of years. Scientific research in the park contributes to understanding climate change effects on alpine ecosystems while providing baseline data about natural process in protected environments. This research benefits global conservation efforts while maintaining the park's primary conservation mission. Traditional Engadin culture in communities surrounding the park preserves Romansh language and customs that have adapted to alpine conditions over centuries. These cultural traditions demonstrate human adaptation to mountain environments while maintaining distinct regional identity. Conclusion: where nature inspires perfection. From the Matterhorn's iconic profile to the pristine wilderness of Swiss National Park, these destinations prove that natural beauty thrives when protected through policies that balance access with preservation, while supporting communities that depend on pristine environments for both cultural identity and economic prosperity. What makes Switzerland's natural masterpieces truly exceptional is their demonstration of how human activities can enhance rather than compromise natural beauty when guided by principles of sustainability, respect for natural process, and commitment to preserving landscapes for future generations while creating economic opportunities for present communities. Switzerland's success in achieving this balance provides models for sustainable tourism worldwide. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Switzerland's most inspiring natural masterpieces. If this exploration has moved you to support conservation efforts that protect alpine environments while promoting sustainable mountain tourism, please give it a thumbs up and share which Swiss wonder most captured your imagination. Don't forget to subscribe to Travel Earth Adventures and hit that notification bell. We're constantly exploring destinations where natural beauty and environmental stewardship create experiences that inspire respect for our planet's most precious landscapes. Which Swiss natural masterpiece would you most want to experience in person? Tell us about mountain landscapes that have inspired your own commitment to environmental protection in the comments below. Safe travels through Switzerland's natural masterpieces, fellow adventurers, and may your encounters with alpine beauty always inspire protection and appreciation for our planet's most extraordinary landscapes.